hide the scenery because these guys are chewing it up. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 overacting actors.
Get ready to
For this list, we're looking at the guys who love to ham it up. These actors aren't exactly big on subtlety. They love dramatic gestures, and they emphasize everything.
And may the Christian Lord guide my hand against a Roman popery!
Sometimes they're campy, other times they're Oscar-worthy, but they're always totally over the top.
It's not easy having a good time.
Number 10, Samuel L. Jackson.
This is a tasty burger.
He's one of the busiest actors in Hollywood today, churning out 4 or 5 films a year. And in most of those movies, he's shouting.
What was the first thing I said to you?
And that's just fine with us, because nobody does angry better than Samuel L. Jackson.
I don't remember asking you a goddamn thing.
Whether he's quoting scripture or commenting on the local wildlife, Jackson is always forgetting to use his indoor voice.
And I will strike down upon thee with great vengeance and furious anger.
And while he's toned it down a bit for the Avengers movies, he more than made up for it in pretty much everything else he's ever made.
Enough is enough! I have had it with these motherfucking snakes on this motherfucking plane!
Number 9, Daniel Day-Lewis.
That's not an admirable characteristic.
If you've only seen Lincoln, then you might not know that Daniel Day-Lewis has a tendency to ham it up from time to time.
Now!
Need proof? Look no further than Gangs of New York. This period piece stars Day-Lewis as Bill the Butcher, a ferocious crime boss with strong ideas on interior decorating.
I love to work with pigs. The nearest thing in nature to the flesh of a man is the flesh of a pig.
But the pièce de résistance is without a doubt his Oscar-winning turn as Daniel Plainview in There Will Be Blood. He's John Huston meets Captain Ahab, and you better keep him away from your milkshake.
I drink your milkshake. I drink it up!
Number 8, Robin Williams.
Welcome back.
He could be tender, thoughtful, or incredibly creepy. But despite his nuanced performances, Robin Williams will always be remembered as the king of the clowns who just couldn't slow down.
I like a Gershwin tune. Don't hold back. Okay!
When it came to comedy, nobody had more pent-up energy than this guy.
Hello!
With his manic intensity and insane improv abilities, Williams was the perfect choice for films like Mrs. Doubtfire and The Fisher King.
That's so sweet.
Seriously, who else would you cast as a wisecracking genie with a penchant for impersonations? Nobody. That's who.
What would you wish of me?
Be ever impressive.
The one contained.
But never duplicated. Genie of the Lamp.
Number 7, John Malkovich.
We're going to Disneyland.
Behind that icy persona, there's a whole lot of ham. Cast John Malkovich as a drug-addled conspiracy theorist, and things will definitely get intense.
I told you, when you're in the system, they switch the flip and you're done.
Stick him in a fantasy flick and, well, you asked for it.
Do not prolong my suffering.
But Malkovich should have won an over-the-top Oscar for his turn as Cyrus the Virus Grissom. You've never seen a scarier little girl impersonation.
My daddy is coming home on July 14th.
And the man knows how to threaten a stuffed rabbit. What makes Malkovich especially scary, though, is his ability to go from cool to crazy in less than a second.
It's my head! I will see you in court!
Number 6, Tim Curry.
Aren't you going to say hello?
When your first big part is a cross-dressing bisexual rock and roll alien, you know your career is gonna be nuts.
What do you think of him?
With his creepy English accent, Tim Curry has played some of the most over-the-top villains in cinema.
You all taste so much better when you're afraid.
It doesn't matter if he's playing a crafty cardinal, a singing pirate, or the devil himself. Curry never, ever holds back.
I've found my true mate.
Even when he's animated, the guy is bonkers. What's really impressive is how Curry blends his over-the-top theatrics with genuine terror. All we really need to say is Pennywise.
I, Georgie, am Pennywise, the dancing clown.
Number 5. John Travolta.
Touché.
He's pretty laid back in Pulp Fiction, but when he's not chatting about Big Macs, John Travolta can get a little crazy.
You good looking.
Whether he's hijacking a subway or dancing in a fat suit, Travolta always finds a way to make his characters stand out, for better or for worse.
Oh, you're too much!
For example, his Nick Cage impersonation in Face Off is totally psycho in the best way possible.
It's like looking in a mirror, only not.
But in Battlefield Earth, he falls into the just plain awful category with his wacky accent and overblown Shakespearean performance.
It's a disgrace to my entire family line.
Number 4. Al Pacino.
Give me all you got!
It's hard to believe the same person who played cool and collected Michael Corleone is the same person who played this guy.
How the hell did that happen?
One of the most iconic actors ever, Pacino has made a name for himself playing some truly outrageous characters. Few people even come close to matching Pacino's panache.
She got a great ass. And you got your head all the way up it.
Nobody else can interrogate a witness like Al. And can you imagine De Niro holding a theological discussion like this?
And while you're jumping from one foot to the next, what is he doing? He's laughing his sick f***ing ass off. He's a tight ass. He's a sadist.
We didn't think so. And that's because it's hard to get hammier than Al Pacino. Hoo-ah!
Hoo-ah.
Number 3. William Shatner. When it comes to overacting, William Shatner has boldly gone where no man has gone before.
I won't say another word.
One of the most parodied celebrities of all time, Shatner is infamous for his bizarre delivery, which alternates between dramatic pauses and spitting his sentences out as quickly as possible.
I know. But I'm the only one who does know. Right now.
While he's awkwardly awesome in movies like Kingdom of the Spiders and shows like The Twilight Zone, Shatner really shines as Captain James T. Kirk.
We are home.
Especially when he's acting alongside Ricardo Montalban. All right, let's shout it together. Number 2, Jim Carrey.
Alrighty then.
Riddle me this. Who's the kookiest comic in Hollywood? Without a doubt, it's Jim Carrey.
We've traveled back in time to save an ancient species from total annihilation.
Crazier than Jerry Lewis on crack, Carrey burst into the big time as the weird and wild pet detective Ace Ventura, winning audiences with his over-the-top slapstick and goofy physical comedy.
Excuse me, I'd like to ask you a few questions.
Carrey went on to play characters like Lloyd Christmas and Stanley Ipkiss, all of them completely insane.
Somebody stop me!
Sure, every so often he makes an Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, but for the most part, he's the overacting king of the comedy world.
Hey, want to hear the most annoying sound in the world?
Before we unveil our top pick, here are some honorable mentions.
That's the spirit thing. Lend a hand. Let's go.
Here's Johnny.
Kneel before sword.
You bastard! How does that feel?
Cancel the kitchen scraps for lepers and orphans. No more merciful beheadings. And call off Christmas.
Number 1, Nicolas Cage.
I know I could do it now.
It doesn't matter if he's reciting the alphabet,
H-I-J-K-L-M-N-O-P,
or just waiting in line. This man is a ticking time bomb. Sooner or later, he's gonna blow up.
Hey, buddy, ever heard of a line?
Hey, have you ever been dragged to the sidewalk and beat until you pissed blood?
Nicolas Cage has starred in everything from Oscar-winning pictures to B-movie crap, and he always manages to lose his mind.
Oh, no, not the beast! Not the beast! Ah!
Cage calls his acting style nouveau shamanic. Whatever that is, it's certainly loud.
Ah!
Whether he's playing an inquisitive cop or a deranged crook, Cage is an expert at turning characters into absolute lunatics.
What am I, a f***ing retard, man? Am I a f***ing retard, huh?
Just look at those bulging eyes.
Do you understand?
Do you agree with our list?
Just give me a chance.
Who are your favorite overacting actors?
I can't get an answer.
For more incredible top 10s published every day, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.
Yeah, maybe.